Aubrey Bird, Quantum Agriculture, here at the Southeast Biodynamic Conference in Red Boiling Springs. And I have this lovely Irish/Aussie gentleman. Go ahead, Ronan, introduce yourself and tell us what you're teaching here.
So my name is Ronan O'Connor, and I'm working here at the Biodynamic Conference with the anthroposophical approach to addiction, which in our time is something which is really important, given that the human being, the health of the human being is helped enormously by biodynamic produce, but also we are reaching an industrialization within our society that's causing a great deal of health issues, particularly in the addiction sphere. And the way we work with biodynamics to bring health and well-being, we can also work with the human being from another perspective. So Rudolf Steiner gave us wonderful indications about how to bring health to the farm, but also extraordinary indications about how to bring health and wholeness to the human being.
And so how's your tour around the U.S. been? How many years you guys been touring the U.S.?
Well, Lisa, my partner, she's been touring quite a bit. I mainly have been working in Australia, so I've mainly been working in addiction clinics in Australia.
Have you really?
And working mostly with children and adolescents with addictive issues and mental health issues.
And do you use anthroposophical medicine?
We did have for a period of time an anthroposophical addiction program for adults in Australia, which we don't have anymore, unfortunately. And yes, we use a lot of anthroposophical medicine, so a lot of external treatments, anthroposophical homeopathy, and yeah, very successfully. As a matter of fact, probably the most successful addiction clinic that I've come across in the world is an anthroposophical clinic in the Netherlands.
Really?
Where they have a 70% success rate measured 5 years after people leave the program. So normally in treating addiction, you get about a 10% success rate. So it's quite a poor success.
Which part of the Netherlands is it?
That's in Zeist.
Okay.
Yeah, in Zeist, a place called Arta.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's anthroposophical? It's
anthroposophical.
Camp Hill?
Camp Hill is mainly for disability, so
Yeah.
this is anthroposophical in that, it's working out of Steiner's indications purely it's working with mental health issues and addiction issues. Yeah.
So what's next for your life?
What's next for my life? So next is just both a small farm in Ireland where we're going to working with meditation and inner work for the individual, because our capacity to actually take on the challenges of the world means that we as individuals need to build our inner capacity. So that's the next stage of development.
Yep.
So
When are you going to start?
Started already, so I've started building over the last few months, and then back in a few months' time.
You go back in a few months?
Yep, continue building.
Yeah, I think we're coming to Ireland probably in February.
Right.
So,
that may come across you,
We'll have to make sure I get
Indeed.
That's great. So you live there full time then?
No, half time in Australia and half time in Ireland. Yeah. Summer to summer rather than winter to
winter
like you do.
We did.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome work. Awesome work. So will you be residential? Your program on your farm?
Yes, it probably will be. It'll be for very small numbers of people because it's not a very big place. But yeah, the aim is that it is residential. Yeah.
Yeah. And how far from Dublin?
So it's right down the south. It's on the Beara Peninsula. So it's way down in the wilds of County Cork. Yeah. So it's about 4 hours from Dublin.
So, do you have a book or literature here yourself?
I'm not on that. All our stuff is on leases, but there's this probably.
Hold it, please, right here in the
Inner Work Path.
Okay.
So on that website, you follow that.
Innerworkpath.com.
Yep. So it's and also developingtheself.org.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, I sure thank you for your time.
Not at all. A pleasure.
Thank you for the travel.
Lovely to meet you. Lovely to meet you in such a a gorgeous place. It's my first trip to Tennessee, and I hope I
Look
get
at this
back
wonderful
here.
conference barn, and everybody's finishing their meals.
It's
It's
lovely,
really beautiful.
lovely people, lovely place.
Thanks.